Thank you, phone. Thank you. Why does my own stream keep saying that I'm live? I don't get that. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Bowmaster619 here. And my setup looks a little different than it usually does. That's because I'm not in my typical delivery car currently. I am actually driving in my Impala right now. Yes, I actually own two cars, for those of you that don't know. Not that that's necessarily anything that's, like, super important at all, but that is just an interesting little factoid about me, is that I do, in fact, own two cars. One is a brand spanking new 2017 Toyota Yaris AI, which I absolutely love driving that thing. And the one that I am currently driving, which the steering wheel of is blocking my face currently a little bit, is a 2009 Chevy Impala, which I love both of my cars. And honestly, with the cars that I was driving before I wound up getting both this car and especially, of course, before I got my Toyota, I actually was driving some somewhat rundown cars. They were definitely used. They were a bit older, but they got the job done. I still had some pretty good memories of them. But, you know, when you compare an 89 Honda or a 94 Chevy Cavalier or, you know, an old 87 Pontiac, any of those vehicles, or a 94 Toyota, when you compare any of those vehicles to a 2009 Chevy Impala, like the one that I'm driving currently, this thing just, to me at least, feels like a luxury car. It just drives so smooth. The cruise control and everything works great. It's got awesome air conditioning, great heating. You know, I just love this car. It is so nice to drive this thing. I just have not driven in it very much ever since I got my Toyota, because the Toyota runs so much cheaper than this Impala does. That's pretty much about the only real reason that I haven't driven it very much. I'll still drive it every now and then, of course, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, now that I've spent 2.5 minutes talking about my vehicles, how about this freaking wind here in Colorado today? Holy smokes! For anyone who does live in Colorado, you know what I'm talking about, but for anyone else, just, wow, it is so windy out here. It's, you might you know, what can you do? When you keep having weather fluctuations between hot and cold like we have been in Colorado lately, you're going to wind up getting wind. So, not that uncommon, not that crazy, but either way, it is what it is. And at least we're not in Wyoming. If anyone doesn't get that joke, it's not that good of a joke. It's just simply saying that Wyoming is an extremely windy state. It's windy all the time. Or at least any of the time that I've been there, it's been super windy. Or even being close to the Wyoming border. Alright, so today, not too terribly busy of a day. Gotta get some errands run, gotta have some fun, figured I'd go ahead and do a quick little live stream as I'm heading in towards Longmont. So I got some important shopping to do up there. And to reference what happened during one of the other live streams that I was tuning in on, not the live streams that I've done in the past, but the other night I was tuning in to Daddy Daughter Broadcasting and their live stream where he was playing music on both the guitar as well as the piano and singing. If you haven't watched any of those, please go watch them. They're awesome. He's got a very good singing voice, as well as he is actually a very good guitar player and piano player. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit jealous because I started guitar a long time ago, but my teacher wasn't all that great, so I kind of dropped out of it. But yep, that was my own decision, so other than that, whatever. No big deal. during that, I left a comment saying that the moon was big and beautiful directly behind my car as it was rising up, and it was a full moon, and it just looked amazing. So, Daddy Daughter Broadcasting asked if I was able to film that, and I disconnected from that live stream and did my own quick little live stream where I attempted to try and film the moon, and it didn't work in the slightest. You could just see a little bitty white dot in the background, pretty much. You couldn't really differentiate the moon between the cars. So I took my camera, well, technically my buddy's camera, the one that he's letting me borrow, this really nice Samsung here, which is what I did the last couple of Spirit Saturdays on. If you haven't checked out the Mob Boss on my first channel, please do. I filmed it on this camera in particular. But anyway, that camera has a 35 times zoom feature. According to what it says on there, technically I guess it gets up to 47 times zoom, but I don't know, I'm still not all that heavy into cameras and stuff yet. But I took that outside and attempted to get at least a couple of pictures of the moon, but because the full moon was so stinking bright, it literally just came out looking like a shining white dot on the screen, just like a big white circle. Anything else but a glowing white dot. No details at all, so unfortunately that, of course, never wound up actually happening. So, and I went ahead and deleted that live stream as well, because that was a very dangerous and unsafe thing to do, holding the camera like that while driving down the road. So I don't ever want to try and promote unsafe driving. That is definitely not something that I condone in the slightest. So for those reasons, I went ahead and just deleted the live stream, because why risk it? Why risk the chance of people attempting to do some of the things that I do just because they've seen me do it? You know, I am never at all gonna try and promote any kind of unsafe habits. But I will go ahead and say this is not certain. There's no 100% guarantee on this. Since I am going into Longmont today, there is a chance I might be able to get a new Spirit Saturdays filmed at the Black Canyon Distillery. It depends on whether or not they allow filming there, and because I would love to be able to do a Spirit Saturdays episode where I'm actually doing kind of a history lesson on a local distillery. Because I personally think that'd be really cool to actually have footage like that. But again, that really depends on whether or not they allow filming of any kind, and whether or not they would be willing to indulge in my YouTube channel. I have had Black Canyon Distillery in the past. My pal Curly, aka Lord Mechanicus here on YouTube, got me a bottle of Black Canyon for my birthday several years ago. I think it was like for my 22nd or 23rd birthday. I honestly can't remember which one. He got me that and a really nice cigar and said these will pair very well together. And at the time, I was not quite as much of a spirit connoisseur as I am now. Even though I guess I'm not necessarily that much of a spirit connoisseur anyway, because I haven't tried all that many, simply because of reasons. But anyway, aside from that, he gave me a bottle of it, and I wasn't too terribly thrilled, but that's also because I was being a young moron, so to speak, and wasn't trying to drink it for the flavor. I was just drinking it for the alcohol. You know, not one of my proudest smokes, like, oh, bottle of hooch. Oh, God, that's terrible, but I'm getting drunk. You get the point. So, if I was able to do another Spirit Saturdays on Black Canyon Distillery, I would very gladly do it. So, if there's any chance that they will allow me to film, there's a good chance that might be the next Spirit Saturday. aside from that, that's definitely one thing that's very interesting about being a YouTuber is unless you actually sit down and plan things out and like have it written down or have a script or something of that sort, sometimes it can be very easy to just kind of forget what it is you were planning to do. Because one thing that I've noticed that people seem to like on these live streams is storytelling, where I just go and tell a random story out of my past because they seem to find it amusing. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a good, well, people have told me I'm a good storyteller, so I'm more than happy to share unique and interesting stories from my past. And I'm trying to think of one of my past stories that's actually family appropriate. Because, let's just say that my friends, my group of friends, aren't necessarily the most PG people out there. So, while two of those stories, obviously, I can't exactly tell them outright. You know what? I know exactly which one I'm going to tell now. Actually, I think I'll save this one for my first channel, because my first channel, I definitely geared towards a mature audience, or I should say a slightly more chronologically developed Airsoft channel, another Airsoft story, let me tell you that. If you recall from one of my last live streams, I told about how me and my friends would go out and have Airsoft wars, that's what we called them at least, and we had some pretty crazy adventures because of it. And let's just say that some of the shots that me and my friends were able to pull off sometimes were very interesting. One thing that I did say during that live stream where I was speaking about Airsoft was the fact that, for whatever reason, one of my, I suppose you could say, best shots was somehow always shooting the person's trigger finger. To this day, I still don't know how I managed to pull that off so many times. I would just take a random shot at the person, they'd holler, and I'd say, well, I hit you, where'd I hit you? You shot my finger! And it was always the trigger finger. So, this story is relating to one of the people that I used to hang out with, definitely no longer friends with him. We came to call him Sid the Sloth, simply because mentally, he's not exactly all there. And I mean that as a genuine insult to him, because this guy was a jerk. I don't know why we were friends with him for so long. But primarily, the reason we called him Sid the Sloth was because literally, that's exactly who he sounded like. If you were to do a couple of recordings, like say you have a line out of Ice Age, and you had the original actor who played Sid the Sloth, where you just take the clip directly from the movie and play that, and then have him say it, the exact same line, and you switch them up or whatever, so you're not sure which one it is, you could not tell who was who. That's exactly how much he sounded like Sid the Sloth. That's the name. But, when we first started getting into Airsoft, he was the only one that had a fully automatic electric Airsoft rifle. You know, it looked kind of like an AR-15. It was one of those pseudo rifle kind of things. You know, it's kind of looked like an AR, but not really. You know, it was interesting, but it did have fairly good velocity, and it was, of course, fully automatic. It had some fairly good range, so he was a little bit more on the, what term am I looking for here? He had a bit of an advantage over us, so to speak, because for the longest time, all that my group had were the airsoft guns that I had, which were primarily the spring-powered ones. And I can show you some of those a little bit later on, when I'm doing some filming at home. But for those of you that don't know, when it comes to airsoft, most commonly you'll have what are known as spring-powered, which is where you cock the slide back, that engages the whole system, loads the BB in, then when you pull the trigger, the spring shoots forward and launches the BB. Then you have to cock it again to keep shooting. You know, for those ones, there's no such thing as a semi-automatic. It's cocked back every time. It's kind of like shooting a revolver almost, only they're all shaped like semi-automatic weapons. We had a couple of the shotgun-shaped ones that were still only single shot. They only fired one bullet at a time. suppressive fire doing that. I was the only one who had anything that was remotely similar to what Sid the Sloth had, and that was my CO2-powered semi-automatic pistol, which was still my favorite. It was my favorite for the longest time because it was accurate, it was fast, and I was a fairly good shot with it, so I didn't actually have to, I was a fairly good shot, so I didn't have to worry about taking very many shots at the people I was aiming at. But this one time in particular, we were at my house in the backyard. I've got a large backyard, as you have seen. He was over by a trailer we used to have. Wait, no, I'm thinking of a different one. We were down by the Platte River, that's what it was. I apologize, I'm trying to remember exactly which one it was. But, point being, he was behind some cover. I pulled up and shot him in the trigger finger. That round was over and we went on to the next one. His finger was so fat from getting hit with the Magnum ammo that he couldn't really use it that well, so he switched to using his middle finger. Round starts again, we start shooting back and forth. I hit him in the middle finger this time. He goes to trying to use his ring finger. I shoot him in the ring finger. Finally, he's down to just his pinky, and guess what? I shoot his friggin' pinky. So he literally has no fingers left to use his gun with, and at that point he was so angry that he didn't want to play anymore anyhow, so he just stormed out of there and left the rest of us to finish up our war. But I will never forget that because I systematically destroyed his shooting out without even necessarily meaning to. It's like, yeah, sure, I wanted to eliminate the threat, obviously. I wanted to be able to take him down, but at the same time, I wasn't expecting to be able to completely eliminate his tool, you know? So, good stuff. Good stuff. And I am now officially where I was planning on heading to begin with, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this live stream up here. And I will see you guys a little bit later. I have reached Platte Canyon Distillery, and we will see, excuse me, if they allow any kind of filming or not. If not, then I'll probably just get myself a bottle or a sample or something and bring it back for later. Until next time, this is Bowmaster619 out. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.